for a check. Tell them it ain't.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am here with another review on this hair. If you want to see how I got this Easter look, this yellowish blonde ombre going on, please continue watching. And before you do that, if you have not already, subscribe to this channel so you can be a part of the team. So go ahead and push that button down here or down here. Okay, you guys, so these are all the products that I use to achieve this look. I got my hair from Miss Lola hair from AliExpress. It was a 12-inch bob blonde. So I'm just, looking at the knots, and I think I want to bleach them. But, with the blonde wig, you don't have to bleach the knots. But I went ahead and did it because I didn't really know at the time that you didn't have to. So, yeah, this is me pinning down the hair. I used the bright white bleaching cream with the 40 and the 20 volume bleach. I didn't really have a little stirring thing, so I used the plate. So, don't mind me. But this is me just applying the bleach onto the lace to get all the knots so they can get nice and toned or nice and bleached. I let that sit for like 40 minutes. I washed it out and I went ahead and just let it dry a little bit. And as you can see, like, I'm just combing the hair back so I can get an accurate place to where I want to take a little section and put it to the side to create this little blonde streak in the front of my hair. So I just comb that, and I want to make sure that the part is like, not all messed up and straight and perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and braid the hair all the way down so that it stays out the way while I'm coloring the rest of the hair. I don't want that to get mixed up in there. I want that to be completely blonde and just a little strip in the front. So now I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to go ahead and part it down the middle so that I can have an accurate placement to where I want this part to be. So now I'm going to go ahead and section the hair so I can get it out the way, so when I start coloring it won't be a big mess. So I section in 3 parts, 2 sides on the front, and then I'm going to do a part in the back. My part in the back was kind of big, so I did take the top part of the back section and pinned it up and let the bottom part just be hanging there. I did use 2 different colors. I will leave it in the description bar below. I can't think of the names right now, but they were, I think one was lemon and the other one was like pastel yellow. And I'm just going to take those 2 colors and I mix them together, and I just take little sections of the hair and I go ahead and get the color on there and section it and saturate the color very well through the hair. And it takes a little while to get this done. Like, you have to be very patient and very neat, because if you just slap the hair on, like, the color on the hair, it's not going to look right. You want to go ahead and get all the way up to the roots. You want to get the like the edges and the ends good and filled with color. So that's what I'm doing now. You guys also excuse how I look. I literally woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do this. So I do look like 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm tired and my baby is still upstairs asleep. But I just wanted to go ahead and get this done before he woke up and was everywhere and getting his hands in the paint and stuff. Not paint, the color. So yeah, I do this all the way through the hair, and I do leave it, as you can see, one half is blonde and the other half is yellow because I did not want the top part to be yellow. The color did come out exactly how I wanted it, which was like a pastel yellow. I didn't want it to be very bright because I wanted it to look a little soft instead of very harsh yellow. That's what I did. And I took my blow dryer with the bumper and I went ahead and did that and bumped the ends because I wanted this bob to be very fluffy. I didn't want it to be straight down. I wanted it to have a little bounce to it. So as you can see, I am giving it a little bump at the bottom because that's what I wanted. I wanted to add this in here too. I went ahead and plucked the hair off screen, but this is just the outcome of my plucking. That side I did pluck, and the other side is the pre-plucked side. So that's just wanted to show you guys that. So this is my favorite part. I got my Got2b glued, and I'm just going to put it around the perimeter of my head. So I'm going to take a nice thick layer around there because you want the stocking to stay on there. You want it to be a nice thick layer so it has a good grip
on your head. So I'm just getting a nice thick amount of got to be glued on there. I don't know if you can see, but my ears are out of the stocking cap. I cut a slit hole in there so that I can be able to get the little side parts where your sideburns are at. I wanted that stocking to stay down, so I learned this method from Erica J. She's another YouTuber who's awesome. If you haven't checked her out, please do. So I take my favorite blow dryer and I just go ahead and get that nice and blow dried. So the next part is using these little tiny scissors. So y'all see these little tiny scissors. These little tiny scissors did not do a dang thing. So I had to get my big scissors and I went ahead and cut all the excess cap off. Now as you can see, this cap is very dark on my head. I'm not that dark, but it's okay. This is the cap that I could find in my house, so this is the cap that I'm going to use. So as you can see, I put the wig on just to see where I'm going to place it at, and I push the hair back to make sure I don't have my wig too far forward or too far backwards. So next I take my bold hold. I did not put it up there, but bold hold is what I use as an adhesive glue to lay my lace, my wig down. It's the best, honestly, I've used. And I'm just going to take a nice layer of it around my stocking cap, and I'm going to take a little tinsel and just lay it down, get it all nice and flat so that it dries nice and doesn't have lumps in it. So I'm doing the best that I can, you guys, but I am definitely, it's not neat, but it's getting on there right. So now I'm using the Tailored Crown lace tint in the shade medium brown tint. This lace is actually very translucent, so it's like kind of leaves a white cast. So I wanted to take the tint and just give it a little bit more of a brown tint to it so it can match my skin tone. So I'm taking the spray and I'm doing spraying it around the perimeter of the hair. Then I'm going to take my blow dryer and dry it, and then I'm going to spray another layer and go ahead and take my blow dryer and dry it again. And I use another layer of bold hold so that I can make sure that my glue is nice and tacky. I usually use 3 layers, but this time I only use 2. My blow dryer, and I dry it very well. I do have a little bit of white spots on there because I did not evenly layer my bold hold. But look at that hair, y'all. Do y'all see that brown there? It like took my roots and turned them brown, which I love because now I don't have to take a dye and dye it. So I went ahead and put the hair on. I used the method of leaving the lace on there and just pulling it forward and laying it onto the glue because I find this method a little bit more easier for people who are just starting and learning how to layer their lace on their hair. I feel like this method is way better than actually cutting the lace off first and then putting it on your head. So all you do is just put your glue on, and then you just take the wig and just pull it forward, and you just press in where the lace meets the cap so that the hair is even, if you get what I'm saying. So now I'm tying down the hair so that it can actually lay really well. I'm going to take my razor and I'm just going to cut it off. This process does take long as well, so be careful and cut slow because you can mess it up this way as well. As y'all can see, I still do have a little bit of a white cast around my edges. It's because I think I didn't put enough tint on there, so I will be going back in there and tinting it some more. But for right now, I'm just going to take some makeup and just cover it up that way. But as y'all can see, the hair does look really good. This Miss Lula hair is really soft. It has a lot of volume in it, and it also has it holds a curl. It didn't shed a lot, and it holds color, as you can see, like I wanted it. This hair is very nice. It's light. It's not heavy. It's not bulky. It's just a nice little bob that I bought. So if you ever get a chance, go on AliExpress and get the hair. So this is my video. I hope you guys liked it, and go ahead and like or leave a comment below to let me know how y'all think. Thank you. Bye.